What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Real Estate Educators Podcast, where we provide the education you can build on. I am your host, Kevin Amolsch. This has been such a fun podcast to do, and let me share this with you. I am sitting in my reading chair. It's a Friday morning, July 5th, so the day after the 4th. We had a fantastic time yesterday with the family and the friends celebrating our Independence Day. And I was just sitting here reading this morning and thinking, I want to shoot an episode to kick off season 3 of the Real Estate Educators Podcast. So I'm just sitting here, not scripted, just thinking, let's just do a real quick, short season opener. And so I've been thinking a lot about the podcast, and obviously now in season 3, I'm starting to understand it a little bit better. You know, it's kind of scary starting your podcast and seeing it. Will anybody actually listen to you? Anybody follow? Anybody comment or have questions for you? Or are you going to get any reaction at all? And you know, it's a slow process, and it's sort of a grind. You got to be very consistent, which is why we're releasing a podcast every single week. And it takes a little bit of time to get some traction. But I got to tell you, I'm super proud of what we've been able to accomplish in seasons 1 and 2. And we are getting some traction. People are listening. You are listening. People are starting to give us feedback. And that's exactly what we want. So we are absolutely committed to this podcast. And we're going to continue to bring you the value that you're looking for, you're hoping for. So let's get into season 3. And as we move our way into this season, I'm thinking, like, how can we make this podcast even better? Better guests, better topics. What is it that the listener wants, you, the listener? So what I would actually really love is if you can provide me some feedback. So maybe shoot me an email, real simple, kevin@pinefinancialgroup.com. That's kevin@pinefinancialgroup.com. And let me know what you think. Like, give me some feedback on the podcast. What's going well? What's not? What can we improve on? Ideas on guests or topics. What can we cover? What can we do to help you as a real estate educator or a real estate investor? How can we help you be more successful? Couple of ideas real quick that I'm thinking. I'm not sure exactly how I can make this work, but if we can get a little bit more specific on topics and strategies for real estate investors. So whether it's subject to investing, lease options, different types of owner carry, standard fix and flip syndications, buy and hold, long-term rentals, short-term rentals. I think I'm going to try to find some guests maybe that can give us like deep dive into some of these topics so that we can help you with a specific strategy in your investing. And real estate educators, you know, we're going to continue to interview educators and what's working, what's not for them. Are they able to generate business by providing content to investors, and what does that look like, and how can we as educators improve on what we're doing so we could help more people, right? I also want to focus in maybe a little bit on current topics and information. Tons of regulations, especially in the markets that we work in, that we focus in on. Lots of landlord-tenant laws changing and rules changing. A lot more red tape. Let's just face it, the government seems to be growing. They want more control over how we operate, run our business, run our investing. Taxes, that's constantly changing. Like, do you have bonus depreciation? Do you not? Is 1031s here to stay, or is it going to be going away? So I think some guests on current topics, what's impacting us as investors and educators right now, today, and how can we navigate that? So whether it's the economy or government or taxes, any of that. So those are two of the things that I'm sort of thinking about and how we can improve the podcast. But what do you think? Let me know. Again, kevin@pinefinancialgroup.com. We are super, super excited for season 3. We're going to keep doing the podcast. We're confident we're going to keep getting traction. The more traction we get, the more 5-star reviews we get, the better guests we can get. So if you're inclined, please help me out. If you're finding this on YouTube, hit like, hit subscribe, all of those things, notifications. If you're listening to us on Apple or on Spotify, do me a favor, give me a 5-star review, and share what's what you're loving about the podcast, because this really does help us help more people like you. So we love you. Thank you so much for being a loyal listener, or if you're a first-time listener, this is probably a weird podcast episode if you're a first-time listener, but check out some of the interviews we've done. We've been having a great time with it. We've been learning a lot, trust me, and I'm excited for season number 3. So I'm going to leave it with that, and I hope you make this day a great one. Thanks, y'all. Hey, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. If you did, please be sure to follow and leave us a review. Oh, yeah, and tell a friend.